Αγαπητοί τηλεθεατές του Hellenic TV, καλησπέρα σας. Όπως είναι γνωστό, ο Σύνδεσμος Λευκαριτών Μεγάλης Βρετανίας οργανώνει κάθε χρόνο σεμινάρια γύρω από θέματα υγείας και άλλα θέματα τα οποία αφορούν τόσο την παροικία μας, όσο και κάθε οικογένεια του Λονδίνου και της Αγγλίας φυσικά. Απόψε θα μιλήσουμε γύρω από το θέμα της εφηβικής εγκυμοσύνης και παρόν έχουμε απόψε την Nursal Livatyali, η οποία είναι η συντονίστρια εφηβικής εγκυμοσύνης στο Δημαρχείο του Enfield. Αλλά προτού πάμε εκεί, θα ήθελα να σας πω, να ανακοινώσω μερικά εκδηλώσεις του συνδέσμου μας. Η πρώτη εκδήλωση φυσικά θα είναι στις 8 του Οκτώβρη στο hall του Αγίου Δημητρίου στο Edmonton και όλοι είναι ευπρόσδεκτοι να παρουσιαστούν στο σεμινάριο αυτό γύρω από θέματα υγείας, το οποίο αφορά κάθε οικογένεια και όλους όσους είναι άνω της ηλικίας των 13 χρόνων. Επίσης, θα φέρω εις γνώση σας το newsletter, το περιοδικό του Συνδέσμου Λευκαριτών, το οποίο έχει ενδιαφέροντα θέματα. Όσοι θέλετε μπορείτε να επικοινωνήσετε μαζί μας στο community.lefkara.association@live.co.uk, όπου θα σας στείλουμε δωρεάν ένα από αυτά το περιοδικό, το οποίο έχει πολύ ενδιαφέροντα νέα γύρω από τις εκδηλώσεις του Συνδέσμου Λευκαριτών. Επίσης, στις 20 του Οκτώβρη θα έχουμε την γενική μας συνέλευση στο Κοινοτικό Κέντρο στις 3.30 ημέρα Κυριακή και όλοι πάλι είναι ευπρόσδεκτοι. Όσο για το σεμινάριο που θα γίνει στις 8 του Οκτώβρη θα είναι στις 6.30 στο σχόλ του Αγίου Δημητρίου, όπως προείπα, και όλοι είναι ευπρόσδεκτοι. Θα υπάρχουν εκεί δωρεάν αναψυκτικά και άλλα εδέσματα, φαγητά, και θα είναι ένα πολύ ενδιαφέρον πρόγραμμα το οποίο η Nursal θα αναπτύξει κατά τη διάρκεια της συνέντευξεως μας απόψε. Και τώρα θα αναφερθώ στο τι έχουμε απόψε γύρω από το θέμα της εφηβικής εγκυμοσύνης. Όπως ήδη πολλοί γνωρίζουν, στην Αγγλία υπάρχει ένα μεγάλο ποσό εφήβων οι οποίοι έχουν αυτό το θέμα, οικογένειες οι οποίες έχουν εφήβους οι οποίοι είναι έγκυες, και πολύ πρόσφατα υπήρχαν 41.000 εγκυμοσύνες στην Αγγλία, όχι στο Enfield, στην Αγγλία. Από αυτές οι μισές είχαν καταλήξει σε abortions, όπως λέμε στα αγγλικά. Αλλά για αυτό το θέμα θα μας πει πολλά η Nursal. Είναι το μεγαλύτερο... Και τώρα θα αναφερθώ στα αγγλικά για να ξέρει και η Nursal που το interview θα διεξαχθεί στα αγγλικά. The UK has the highest number of teenage pregnancies amongst the Western European countries. This subject has become a very high priority for all of us during the recent decades. The previous government had a 10-year strategy to tackle teenage pregnancy and support teenage parents. Local areas have had their own strategies and targets. Tonight we have Nursal Livatyali, Enfield Council's teenage pregnancy coordinator, here in the Hellenic studios. We will ask Nursal to tell us what Enfield Council is doing to prevent teenage pregnancies and whether Enfield's teenage pregnancy strategy is working. Welcome, Nursal. First of all, can I ask you to introduce yourself to the viewers of Hellenic TV, exactly what your role is as a coordinator and what you do at Enfield Council?
Sure.
Thank you.
As George already mentioned, I'm Nursal Livatyali. I'm Teenage Pregnancy Coordinator. I lead on the teenage pregnancy strategy, Enfield's teenage pregnancy strategy. I also lead on the youth communication strategy, and I manage the teenage pregnancy unit.
Thank you, Nursal. One question is, can you Why do we bother about teenage pregnancy? Why does it matter?
It matters because for some teenagers, having a baby at an early age can be a turning point. But for many more teenagers, it can be an extremely difficult task, and it can bring a lot of poor outcomes for their health and well-being, and for their baby's health and well-being. And mostly they end up living in long-term poverty, and teenagers' emotional health and well-being is also compromised. So for many teenagers, it's poor outcomes. In fact, the facts actually speak for themselves. For example, babies of teenage mothers are 60% more likely to die in the first year of their life. They have 63% more chances of being born into poverty. And teenage mothers themselves are more likely to live in poverty and less likely to be employed. And they are less likely to have any qualifications. And they are 3 times more likely to have postnatal depression and poor mental health after the birth for 3 years. And 3 times more likely that they will smoke throughout the pregnancy, and 50% less likely to breastfeed. All of these facts can impact on babies' health, and the economical facts will impact on their well-being, economical and social well-being. So it's poor outcomes.
It doesn't only affect the teenagers as such, but the whole family as well. It brings
Yes,
sort of problems.
yes, definitely.
Tell me, Nursal, how is Enfield doing in terms of teenage pregnancy? Are we winning the battle? Are we educating people in that respect? And of course, the seminar will help in that way, but are we on top of the situation?
Yes, definitely. We are winning the battle. In fact, I would like to give you the figures for both nationally and for Enfield, and in comparison with London as well. Nationally, the teenage pregnancy rate is at its lowest for the period since the record started in 1969. So it's lowest since then. And in Enfield, the figures are, it was 25.8 in 2011. This is the most recent data. And that was 24% lower than the previous year. And it was also 53% lower than the 2006 rate. And also it was 44% lower than the 1998 baseline. That is well below the rates for London and well below the rates for England.
Excellent.
So we are doing really good in Enfield, nationally as well. So definitely I can say that we are winning the battle.
Well, winning the battle, and also we want to keep it that way. We mustn't be complacent, and I wish you all the best in your efforts, and of course we will find us supporters in your work in that particular area. Tell me, what are we doing to prevent teenage pregnancies? What exactly are we doing? How are we reducing the number?
We are doing a combination of quite a few things. As Enfield Council, we lead on the teenage pregnancy strategy, but Enfield Council works with all of the relevant partners, such as health services, schools, colleges, parents, carers, and the communities. So we work with everybody, and while we work with everybody, we provide young people-friendly contraceptive and sexual health services, which is quite important for young people to know where to go. And we have sex and relationship educations in schools, colleges, and youth clubs. We also have projects, innovative projects like Enfield's Young People Project,
right,
where teenagers actually work and look after toddlers in a fun environment. We have training on sex and relationship education for staff who work with children and young people. We have sex and relationship advice and training for parents. We have support for teenage parents so that they don't end up, themselves and their babies don't end up in poverty. For that, we have a young parents project. We also have a really good communication strategy which actually enables young people to be informed. Young people, parents, carers, teachers, any professionals working with them, they are informed. This is done through a website. We have a Facebook and Twitter account. We also have a free text messaging service, which young people can quickly, easily ask and get any answers to their questions. At the end of the program, I will give the website address, Twitter, Facebook address, so that the
Yes,
audience
please,
can get those
Yeah.
recorded.
Thank you very much indeed. Are there any specific services that can help people face to face or otherwise?
Yes, definitely. We have.
What are these?
Yes, definitely. We have the variety of different services. As you mentioned, some of them are face-to-face, some of them are through text messaging, some of them are online, whether it would be website, Twitter, Facebook. We have a combination of different variety of helps. So, for example, we have a service called Sexual Health Outreach for Young People.
Where is it based?
It is based in one in Town Clinic in the center, one in Edmonton Green Clinic. We have two really qualified nurses who actually work directly with young people.
Are they open Monday to Friday?
Yes, they are open Monday to Friday. We call it quickly, in short, SHOUT for YP. So that's sexual shout, SHOUT. Shout.
Shout as in shout.
Yes.
SHOUT.
Yes.
What's YP? What's for YP?
For young people.
For young people.
For young
Shout
people.
for young people.
Yes.
In other words, call for young people. Shout. Yeah.
Yes. And then I mentioned earlier, we have a text messaging service.
Yes.
I perhaps should mention the equivalent number as well. TextMate, the words TXTM8, pronounced as TextMate, is actually, these letters correspond to the letters on the normal telephone keypad. Therefore,
really? TXTM8
yes,
correspond to
the
actual
numbers,
right.
which are 89868.
Ah.
This is a short number. When young people send a message,
Very clever.
they immediately, within maximum 30 minutes, they will get an answer. They can actually, it can be a question as simple as, what is chlamydia? Or it can be, actually, I need to see a sexual health worker. Where can I find the nearest service? And then they will be given. They send their postcode and they will get the information. Definitely. We have, that's through text messaging. We have a condom distribution scheme, primarily done by our youth clubs. We have quite a few of them in Enfield, and all of our youth clubs actually can distribute free condoms to young people. We have a free emergency contraception scheme.
What is that?
Emergency contraception is a kind of remedy if something happened. Sometimes actually it can be as bad as a rape.
The day after?
The day after. It's usually called morning after pill.
All right, it's
yes.
the same thing.
Yes, it's the same thing. It works up to 72 hours. So morning after can mislead sometimes. It's not just within the 24 hours. It can work up to 72 hours, but sooner the better. So we have a scheme for that. Within the borough, 25 pharmacies are actually qualified to give this to young people free of charge.
They're appointed by the council, or
it's health services.
Health
yes,
service, right.
Yeah, they are part of the health services, and as mentioned, all of this information that I've been mentioning are actually available, info available on our website, Facebook, Twitter. So I will show I will give the website address. But in fact, just in case if everyone doesn't continue to listen until the end of the program, I should probably mention the website address right now: www.enfield.gov.uk/youth. If I just repeat it, www.enfield.gov.uk/youth. Any Youth Enfield Twitter and Facebook account, they can also reach us from those.
The names and addresses of those 25 chemists are available on this?
Yes, they are all available on our website. Yes.
On the www.enfield.gov.uk/youth.
Yeah.
Thank you very
All
much.
of the condom distribution points, all of the emergency contraception, where the sexual health and contraceptive clinics are, any information in relation to teenage pregnancy for both parents, carers, young people, they are all available on our website.
It's not an easy thing to talk about parents and teenage. Otherwise, no, it is easy to talk, but is there any help available for parents?
Yes.
To encourage them to talk to their children on sex relationship, and to encourage parents to be open and the youth to be open with their parents and ask questions. What do we do in that field?
That's exactly what we do. We encourage parents to talk to their children, because the more open we are on this subject, the better it becomes.
Do parents come to you, or do you go to the parents, or how is this done?
It works both ways, actually. Both ways. Yes, Enfield Council has a parent support service.
Excellent, yes.
And parent support service, we work with parent support service as well as with all other children and young people services in order to prevent teenage pregnancies and to support teenage parents. As part of this, our parent support service actually provides a program called Speak Easy. Speak Easy, yes. Speak Easy is a type of training and advice scheme for parents, which makes it easier for parents to talk to their children about sex and relationships. We understand that this can be a slightly difficult subject for parents. Some parents may feel much more comfortable and some may not be. But if you don't feel terribly comfortable, come to us, find us through our website, or directly find the Enfield Council's Parent Support Service, and we will help you. Believe me, it will become much more easier to talk to your children about this subject as well as some other subjects.
I think during our conversation, you raised a number of issues as to why it's important for parents and the youth to approach us. But again, I'm going to ask, why should people attend the seminar on the 8th of October?
They should attend because, one, it's going to be a fun-packed, really nice, pleasant learning opportunity for them. And there will be a drama performance, which I am sure that they will enjoy. Hopefully they will enjoy, I should say. And guests will be able to ask questions to experts and take away valuable information. And they will be able to meet similar people with
on a one-to-one basis?
They will have that
and
opportunity.
Private, confidential sometimes?
Yes, yes. It's with the experts, one-to-one advice session may not be available there and then, but there will be group sessions. It can be arranged
after the seminar.
Yes, definitely, it can be arranged. We will try and answer all questions. If it is too confidential and if it is not appropriate to answer any question there, we will be able to help them after the seminar. And they will also meet other people, like-minded people, other parents, of other community leaders, and they will be able to exchange and network, exchange conversations and network with them. And there will be free food and refreshments,
Yes.
which is always good.
And a free entrance as well.
Exactly.
It's all free.
All free, no fee.
There will be
attached.
stalls available around
Yes,
the
there
hall
will be. Yes,
for information.
Yes, yeah. We will try and bring all of our expertise there, so that young people, parents, carers, whoever would like to benefit, can benefit, should come and benefit.
You introduced me to this theatre group. I haven't seen it before. Have you seen it yourself?
Yes,
Is
yes.
it interactive with the audience?
Yes, it's an interactive drama.
So it will involve the audience as well in,
Yes.
In participating in
Yes.
that kind of dialogue between maybe the doctor or whatever. I haven't seen it. So-
Definitely they will have. I have seen it before. In fact, this has been operating, it's called Sex FM. It's been operating in Enfield for quite a few years. Every year they go to schools, our secondary schools, and they do this. It's an educational program, but young people love it because it's interactive. They
Yes.
actually participate, they take part in it. Hopefully our guests will want to participate.
Well, it's
and
called
they
Sex
will enjoy.
FM live. At some stages, it's been advertised, but there's nothing live. Sex is nothing about
No,
live
no,
sex.
it's
a drama with teenagers sort of talking about their own personal experiences
Definitely,
and problems.
definitely.
And it will be very interesting.
Very interesting, very pleasant drama session.
I think we covered it, but just for everybody's benefit, who is the seminar for? Again,
This is for from both angles, I should say, from young people's angle and parents' angle. So we would like all teenagers age 13 and above, and their parents, their carers, community leaders, and other professionals, politicians, yes, they are all welcome.
Everybody is welcome to come as long as they're over the age of 13.
Age 13 and above, please.
We don't promise to have crash facilities, but if anybody has young children and they want to attend, we might cater for them in another room for younger children, for younger members of the family. Nursal, you mentioned a few experts. Do you know their names of other people that will be giving the seminar, that will be talking to the seminar? Or
yes, our Shout for YP, we mentioned Shout for YP. I will be, yes, I will be there. I will be one of the people in the seminar. And my colleagues, I mentioned earlier, Shout for YP, Sexual Health Outreach for Young People. Our nurses, Delia and Angela, will be there. As mentioned, Sex FM will be there. There will be somebody from Speakeasy side of the things for parents.
So it'll be a very rich program, actually.
Yes.
I think it will be one of the most interesting among the many seminars that the Lefkara Association done in conjunction, as always, with Enfield Council. And I must stress that this is a priority award funding, which Enfield Council has introduced 3 years ago. And these are the benefits that we receive as a community from the Enfield's wish to engage itself with the community. And this is one of the seminars that many people will find useful. Nursal, I would like to invite you to say a few things in Turkish, because the seminar is open to all, as long as you're over the 18, families, parents, children over the age of 18. Please say a few words in Turkish, and I will encourage you to sort of take your time and say whatever you. The stage is yours.
I would. Thank you. I wish I could say a few words in Greek as well, but unfortunately I can't do that. Yes, yeah,
I said at the beginning for you.
You did that.
We ended with Greek. We started with Greek, English.
Yeah, yeah. If there is any Turkish-speaking, any audience over there who can actually understand what I'm going to say now, this is for you. Sevgili izleyiciler, hepinize gönülden merhabalar. Bu programda Enfield Council olarak Teenage Pregnancy stratejimizden söz ettik. Çok başarılı olduğundan söz ettik. Nasıl Teenage Pregnancy oranlarının aşağıya doğru gitmekte olduğundan söz ettik. Ama biliyorum ki sizler daha fazla soru sormak isteyeceksiniz. Daha fazla bilgi almak isteyeceksiniz. Biz bu yüzden sizleri 8 Ekim 2013 2 ay kadar var sanıyorum. 8 Ekim'de St. Demetrios Church'teki seminere bekliyoruz. Orada çeşitli arkadaşlarımız bilgi verecekler. Bir drama gösterimiz olacak. İstediğiniz kadar görüş alışverişinde bulunabileceksiniz. Yiyecek var, bedava, giriş için para ödemeyeceksiniz. 13 yaş ve üzerindeki gençleri, anneleri, babaları, counselor'ları ve community liderlerini, dolayısıyla bu konuyla ilgili olan, teenage pregnancy konusuyla ilgilenmekte olan herkesi oraya bekliyoruz. Görüşmek üzere, hoşça kalın.
Thank you very much, Nursal, because if anyone cannot speak very good English, we have Turkish speaking specialists there, and also we can interpret in Greek should there be a need for. That's the beauty of television. We can invite a broader audience, and that's why I like television. And we like to thank Hellenic for always being supportive, Hellenic TV. In our efforts, as far as Lefkara Association is concerned, it's been very supportive, has promoted all the events in Enfield since it was formed. I remember when they were interviewing me 29 years ago. I don't know how long Hellenic has been around, but I remember that as soon as it was formed, they were part and parcel of the community. I'd like to thank each and everyone involved with Hellenic for their hospitality, for their interest and the following our work as a council, as an authority, as an association, and we thank them. Αγαπητοί τηλεθεατές, σας καλώ όλους σε αυτόν το σεμινάριο, το οποίο είναι εκπαιδευτικό, θα ωφελήσει πολύ κάθε οικογένεια και θα ενημερώσει πολλούς που ίσως θέλουν να γνωρίζουν περισσότερο γύρω από αυτό το θέμα της εφηβικής εγκυμοσύνης και πώς να την αποφύγουμε. Μερικά από αυτά, όπως είπε και η Nursal, είναι related με ναρκωτικά, με αλκοόλ. Έτσι όλα αυτά θα έρθουν όλα στην επιφάνεια σε αυτόν το πολύ ενδιαφέρον σεμινάριο, το οποίο θα λάβει χώρα 8 του Οκτώβρη 2013 στις 6.30 στο hall του Αγίου Δημητρίου στο Edmonton. Το Hellenic θα δώσει όλες τις πληροφορίες μέσω του screen και σας καλώ όλους. Αγαπητοί τηλεθεατές, καληνύχτα σας.
Thank you, Hellenic TV. Thank you, Lefkara Association. And thank you, Councillor George Savva. Maybe we should leave the audience with these.